Hello folks, welcome back to my channel. It's another Chatty Get Ready with me. My skin is finally behaving, so we're doing cute makeup today, finally. I always say I'm gonna do fun makeup in these and then I never do, but it's happening today. And yeah, I'm excited to just kind of sit down and catch up about a little bit of life stuff this time. I have my kombucha, I'm feeling really good, and I am currently filming this video just about a week out from me leaving for one of my favorite suspension events ever. I fly out in 6 days to Omaha, Nebraska, where I am doing my last guest spot of the year. And I'm super excited because I've been talking about wanting to go to Omaha for a while, and I've had a lot of folks asking me to come out that way, and I'm finally making it around. I'm making it around now because the wonderful, incredible, amazing Mike Coons is hosting another Suscon out there after my guest spot. So I'm coming out early to do some coverage so that he can get the event all set up, and then I will be at the event just doing suspension stuff all weekend long, and I am so excited. It has been probably three years since the last Suscon that I went to. It was 2019, and before that Suscon I hadn't been to one since 2015, 2016. Suscons, or suspension conventions, big events where suspension practitioners get together and do a bunch of cool suspensions and hang out, and just really have a good time and share knowledge and education and learning, were much more common in the mid-2000s, and then a lot of stuff happened in the community, a lot of things happened logistically, and they stopped really being events that happened often, at least here in America. They still happen all over internationally, but they haven't been happening here for a while. And even when they were happening more actively, when I was living in Florida, I was, surprise, surprise, not allowed to attend them. But before I moved to Florida, Suscons were like the event that I looked forward to all year, more than APP conference, more than like literally anything else. I looked forward to getting to spend time with my suspension community, getting to do lots of really interesting, cool, unique suspensions, getting to learn from different practitioners, and just being surrounded by that energy and in that space. So when I tell you my heart is so full that I am going to another Suscon now, to what has historically been one of my favorite Suscons, my heart is so full right now, knowing that in less than a week I will be there with all of my friends and all of my family in this community and all of the people that I love and cherish and hold dear, and just getting to be in that space and share in that energy again. Now normally when I do these little Chatty Get Ready with me's, I have like a set theme or like a topic that I want to try and talk about, and I don't really have that today because I am just so excited about Suscon that I kind of just want to sit down and hang out with y'all and just share how excited I am. Can't do eyebrows on camera, that always has to happen off camera. But I really accepted for a long time that I wasn't going to be going to any more Suscons or doing events like this until I was at a point in my career where I could travel internationally and go to the international events like this that happen, because American Suscons just haven't really been a thing for so long, because they kind of stopped happening while I was in Florida and wasn't able to attend any of them. From being someone who went to like 2 to 3 Suscons a year, and they were my big events for the year, they were like the thing that I looked forward to, they were the thing I planned my whole year around, to basically not going to any. And this happened obviously while I was living in Florida, and then I left Florida and I was like, okay, awesome, like I'll be allowed to go to Suscons again, I'll get to enjoy these experiences and do this stuff again. And by then there weren't really many happening here anymore, so I felt like I lost a lot of time and a lot of community and a lot of connection by not making it those last couple of years and seeing some of those events. and I've felt really sad about it ever since. And so when they announced that they were putting this one on again this year, I was elated. I was overjoyed. I was so happy. Like, I mean, I've spoken at length on here before about how magical suspension is, about what it means to be, about how much I love it. I have some videos of my suspensions up on my page here. Like, suspension is probably one of my greatest passions in body piercing. And I really love suspension, whether I am the person suspending, whether I am facilitating. There is just so much magic that happens in that space when you are doing suspension. There is this just, like, the air comes alive. It is electric. You are watching someone and participating in someone conquering one of the most difficult but rewarding things we as people can do. Watching someone push their body to the very limits of what the human body is capable of. Sharing in these moments of intense vulnerability and openness and empowerment. It is the rawest, truest, most honest version of people that you meet in suspension. And that is just to watch someone do one suspension, or to be doing one suspension. So to have an entire weekend of nothing but those experiences, of nothing but that energy, to share space with others who understand and get and connect with this practice that is so important. It is homecoming. It is a breath of fresh air. It is the most magical, empowering place. It's everything. And of course, I will be suspending there. I already have my suspension planned, and I'm very excited and very nervous. I'm pushing myself to do something unlike any other suspension I've done before. I think this might end up being the most hooks I've ever taken to suspend. I'm not sure yet because I don't know the final count, but it very well might be. And as the event gets closer, it's just all I can think about. And for me, I have not done like a lot of big multi-hook suspensions. I've mostly done fewer hook, high movement suspensions. Multi-hook suspensions were always something that I wanted to work towards, but just as I think I was in a place where I was ready to start exploring that was when I stopped being allowed to participate in the community and connect with the community. So I definitely feel like this is gonna be a really big one for me. And by the time this video airs, I will have already gone and done this suspension, and who knows, maybe I'll even have posted about it on here for y'all already, and you'll already know how it's gonna go. But right now, I don't know how it's gonna go, and I am very, very excited, but I'm also very, very nervous because it is a new thing, and it's a big thing, but it's a very good kind of nervous. It's not the kind of nervous where I feel afraid or overwhelmed or like I can't do it. It's the kind of nervous where I know that I'm about to push myself into uncharted territory. I know that I'm about to challenge myself with something that's really hard, and I'm really excited to step up to the plate for that challenge and prove to myself that I'm capable of this and more. For me, that's so much of the magic of suspension, that it does make me nervous, that it does scare me, that it is hard, that it is challenging, and that every time I step up to the plate and face that challenge, I prove to myself just how capable I am, just how strong I am. And in moments during this when I don't feel very capable and don't feel very strong, I lean on the people around me, the people facilitating the suspension, the people that I love and trust, who are literally holding me in those moments and making it possible for me to get through it. And there is something really powerful about that vulnerability and that trust and leaning into other people like that and sharing in those connections and just seeing these unbelievably raw, honest, true parts of people. Of course, these are people and friends who are dear to me who I don't get to see all that often, who I usually only get to see once every couple of years. So to have all of these people that I love just in one place and get to spend a whole weekend with them is... And so after 3 long years since the last pre-COVID Suscon and like 5 years away from that, I finally get to pack my bags and go back to motherfucking Omaha, Nebraska and do a bunch of fucking hook rat shit with my hook rat friends out in the woods and just disconnect from the rest of the world for a weekend and exist in this place that is sacred and magical and healing and empowering, and this community that is unlike anything else I have ever felt or ever had. A homecoming, it is a pilgrimage, it is everything I have wanted and missed and longed for and dreamed of over the last however many years, and I'm just so excited to be back. It means so much to me. So while I won't be taking you along behind closed doors at this event, because this is just not the type of event that needs to be documented like that, and I want to spend my time living in the moment and experiencing it, not trying to record it, I will try and take you along for at least my suspension if I have the time and if it feels right for me to do so. And if it doesn't, I won't, because it's really more about the experience than anything else. But I'm definitely very, very excited. So thanks for sitting down with me for the most all over the place Chatty Get Ready with me. I liked this one because it just kind of felt like catching up with an old friend about how excited I am for my coming weekend. And I'm sure we'll sit down and talk again soon. I'll see you full of hook holes and bloody and bruised and just my happiest, best, most fulfilled self in just a couple of weeks. Bye.